just got this hat from her. I cover everything that you need to see in Old Town in another video, but in this video, we'll be going over unique things to see in Tallinn. Here are all the places that we'll be visiting in this video. All right, Christmas market was amazing, and I just walked right up the street, about a 5-minute walk, to the Maritime Museum. The Maritime Museum just kind of goes over the history of Estonia and how the sea played such a role in their history, their culture, and their lives. The Hanseatic League ruled trade in the Baltic and North Seas from the 12th to the 16th centuries. And Tallinn was one of its most important outposts. In its heyday, it reached from Portugal to the Bay of Biscay to Iceland to the middle base of the Rhine. The word Hansa means a group or a troop in Middle to Low German. These traveling merchants sealed with an oath, which was established to support each other and abroad to negotiate privileges and with rulers from faraway lands. The merchants of the Hanseatic League started trading on the Baltic Sea in the 12th century. The downfall of the Hanseatic League started when the focus of trade shifted to the Atlantic Ocean, but in Germany, the League continued, operating until the 17th century. The crown jewel of the museum is the 700-year-old boat that had to be lowered into the museum and then built around it. There are plenty of things for kids to do in the museum as well, and you get a whole history of how sailing, trading, and ships have transformed the face and shape of Estonia. I'm headed over to the Noblessner Seafront quarter. This is where all of the artisans and kind of hipster people hang out. If I don't freeze to death on my way over there, I'm gonna check out the Proto Invention Museum. I forgot Bolt was available because Uber is not as readily available as Bolt here, so gotta keep moving or I'm gonna freeze. Name that song. That's as good as you're gonna get. While not all the signs are in English, they definitely have people available to guide you through the museum in your preferred language. I'm fixing the pipe. I'm running it. Oh, here's the lever. I think I'm supposed. Oh!
Yeah, you're supposed to sit.
Oh!
Yeah.
Wow, this is so trippy.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, and then like then you can start going. There's like a lever you can shoot.
See, the mine goes over. Yeah, okay, here we go. Ready? No, okay, one more time. No, almost there.
So now it's gonna start moving, I think.
Oh shoot, okay,
Yeah.
Where did it go?
Now you're moving.
Oh, now the submarine is moving. Oh,
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Proto was so much fun, and right outside there's this gorgeous tree that's just glittering right by the seafront. I don't know if you can hear these boats in the background just kind of lapping against the pier here. But this used to be an old submarine port, and so this is a new and upcoming place. The houses here are so cute, lots of apartments, and now I am headed into Lore Bistro for dinner. I will go into each restaurant in this video and more in a different video, Lore felt like each bite was a memory of travels I've been on and the atmosphere where you could easily see a wedding party or a girls' night out in all pajamas. Each detail, down from the glassware to the plates, complemented the flavors and greeted your palate and took you on a tour around the world. Highly recommend this place. The perfect ending to a perfect night. It was then back to the Tallinn Christmas market to see the glittering lights at night. So I had to pop out to the Christmas market just one more time because, I mean, when are you in Europe for Christmas? And it's been so long since I've been to Europe. But the hotel I'm staying at, the Telegraf Auto Collection that is with Marriott, it is literally one block down this way. I'll show you. And it's just so close, within 2 minutes. And then you have all of these old, like the oldest pharmacy right here, and so many of the major attractions in the city. So I'm just headed back to my hotel down this street, and I'm gonna try out the sauna because I am freezing after walking all the way into Noblessner. Yeah, I love this city. It's a little bit windy, so hopefully you can hear me, but right up there, that's the pharmacy. And then you have this gorgeous street lined with Christmas lights and Christmas trees. And then this is my hotel. And yeah, I kind of feel like a princess staying here. I didn't see this till now, but it was opened in 1918. Oh, look. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. After spending all day walking in the cold, it was time for a massage, and it was so good. Time to celebrate with a little Turkish delight and chocolate. Good night, everybody. Good morning from the snowy Estonia. I am still very out of it. I slept really well. And it did snow here last night. It looks like we're gonna have another snowy day today. But we have one last day here in Riga. We're gonna check out an art museum, some secret tunnels, and a whole lot more. Let's get this day started. I put makeup on for today for you guys and the lipstick. And then I realized I'm gonna be wearing a mask all day. So now it's gonna smear all over in the inside of my mask. So there you go, feel important. I'm on my way to the Kumu Art Museum. About a 10-minute drive, around €4 to get there with Bolt. So because it's snowing and cold and I'm starting with a head cold that is not COVID, I'm just gonna take a Bolt over there because I don't want to get more sick. be honest, that museum, it was a little weird. But then I just took a step back and I realized, you know what? There's one section where, you know, a woman put up a bronze statue of a soldier during the time that the Soviets were occupying this area. And within 20 minutes, you know, it shows this video of 20 minutes, the police come, they take it down, they push it over, and they start being really aggressive with the citizens. So a lot of the visual art the people were creating, it was suppressed, it was destroyed, and much of what this museum was showing was that repression and just making sense of like more of the modern day art. The Kadriorg Palace, I'm saying it completely wrong. That has more of the Baroque art from like the Hanseatic period, that you can go look at. Unfortunately, it is closed today, so we're gonna go over and just take a look at the outside. It is quite snowy today. I think I already said that. That's how you know you're getting travel fatigue, as you start repeating yourself. So I know it's wintertime and most people don't like visiting these kind of places in the winter, but it has a certain sense of romance to it. With the snow and the clouds, and there's so much to do in Estonia and in Tallinn. I don't think a week is enough, to be honest, to really explore this medieval city and visit all the museums and different places that are available here. Online it said it was closed, but I guess it's open. Well, online was right. It actually was closed. There's a lady at the door guarding it, unfortunately. So this house is kind of like all of the wooden houses that were originally, you know, in Estonia. So these are really, really old houses that they're trying to preserve. And this park, it's so pretty, and I can imagine it in spring with all of the green and stuff. Be just as pretty in the spring as it is in the winter, I think. So cute. It's called Mon Repos. Lunch was delicious, but now it is back to the old town to explore this place. This is Kiek in Kok, and I think that's how you say it. It's like a castle tower, I think, and underneath you can explore some of the hidden tunnels. So this is where we're at now, and then the tunnels that we're going under go all the way around. And it was a good defensive strategy if they breached the tower or you wanted to attack them from behind. But there is apparently a carver's museum in the tunnels down here. So I'm gonna go check that out. So I got David shadowing me, one of the OG group. Even he's much taller than me and he still thinks that these are steep. So definitely hang on for the ride on the way down. The tunnels themselves take you from the modern times all the way back to ancient times and how the tunnels were used during those time periods. This video is showing how people were preparing for nerve agents, gas bombs, and there were a few bombs that went off here that they had to cover the streets with lime to help remove the toxic gases. So sad. Maybe that's why it feels creepy, is just because there was a lot of fear in here. I think David and I, we both were thinking this was going to be like a medieval type thing with statues from medieval times, like art pieces, but it's still cool, but a lot more creepy than I was expecting. So I don't know, maybe like a Halloween theme coming down here. It's weird. So I don't know if you can see it, but you can see the head and then the wing. Kind of like the angel of death is stalking him. Word to the wise, if you decide to go in the tunnels, make sure you pee before you go down, because this is not a loop. It is an in and then back out. After a very much needed bathroom break, it was time to go up into the Kiek in the Kok Tower Museum, where they have weaponry artifacts as well as rotating displays in the basement and epic views all the way at the top. You can see all the way out there to the sea. You could plan your battle, see who's coming. Pretty cool. These views are unreal. All in all, I do think both the Basion Tunnels and the Kiek and the Kok Tower are definitely worth visiting. So I just arrived in Telliskivi, and this is like a hip new part of town that was kind of warehouses and things like that has now become an artist hotspot to live. And I feel very called out by this sign. Anyway, let's go check this out. I'm headed over to Fotografiska, which is a photography collection that also has a great place to eat inside. There aren't very many Fotografikas in the world, so if you're in town, please make sure to visit. I definitely was not prepared for how much I would be moved by visiting this place. I would definitely set up a tour so that you can get the story behind the artist's work. It is so incredible and makes everything so much more moving.
Father that already had 2 sons, and his mother had always wanted a daughter. And so when Arno was born, and he was handed to his mother saw that, wait a minute, this is not a girl. That tries to stop illegal poaching, and also tries to teach the villagers who for some reason might have a reason for wanting to kill any elephants or lions. The organization or the foundation teaches them to live together with them.
It isn't just the Fotografiska collection that is stunning. They also practice what they preach and created a restaurant that won a Michelin Green Star Award for their sustainability. They have zero waste, and even the food that isn't eaten from the guests is turned back into compost within 24 hours and put back in the ground from local producers.
Lifti, vaid lahkuge lähima väljapääsu kaudu. Palun teie tähelepanu. Hoones on avastatud tulekahju. Palun jääge rahulikuks ning lahkuge hoonest.
I'm supposed to leave? Yep, I think we're leaving.
Never had this happen. So if you're ever in town, that is what a fire alarm sounds like. Luckily, it was a false alarm and they were able to leave afterwards very quickly. I headed back to my hotel and then up to the Christmas market one last time before heading out on Baltic Air. Our flight was delayed for about 4 hours because of how much snow is coming down. So just make sure you have other options and a backup plan in case you get stuck in either Estonia or your connecting destinations. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share this with a friend, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.